Welcome back. We are with Varalakshmi Sarathkumar and she's telling us about how privileged life is. Actually, she's saying it's not privileged. But the point I'm coming to, Varalakshmi, is the fact that your father today is an MLA and, he was already an MP earlier. Politics of Tamil Nadu, where you come from matters, what caste you belong to also has some kind of a say in the vote bank, etc. So what are your plans? Is cinema also just a stepping stone for you? Are you going to get into politics?
No, it's not that whatever my dad does I'm going to follow. It wasn't planned like that because he kept us away from the film world quite a bit. Like honestly, I don't know much about, because he's kept us away from that. We were never going to the film for awards, or we were never seen at those events. We were always kept aside unless till I decided that I was going to enter. That's when I started.
When you were almost 18, 19.
Yes, when I did. So having said that, I'm somebody, I can't plan that far ahead. Right, I can't. So
spoken like a true, product of today's world. But Firbi, aren't you already getting the kind of vibes that apparently
the funny part is that in spite of dad being dad, we have parallel lives. Like in terms of that, he's never imposed anything on me, and it's been vice versa. So
fine, but did you go now for campaigning with him to Tenkasi and all?
No. I
kept off politics. Did you write his script or did you discuss his campaign speeches?
No, not really. I like I said, Dexy, we support each other. Very, very strong support family in terms of that. Like he supports me to a great extent, and I support him for a great extent. So, like I'm his lucky mascot. He'll always call me and say, "Wish me luck."
Yes.
So I wish him luck.
Yes.
But the thing is that, having said that, it's never like we do have parallels because he's like. Both my parents have kind of given me the, what do you call it, the independence and freedom to make my own choices in life. So it's not been like, do this, do that, do this, do that. That's never been a problem.
Okay.
And but, politics is something which, honestly speaking, I haven't thought about. But right now, all I can think about is my work and my movies, which is going off as of now. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. The world could come to an end in 2012 for all we know. So we don't know. I can't plan that. I let 2012 come and go. Then maybe I might take a chance of what's happening.
So some people hearing you now, listening to you, would say actually spoken like a true politician, because you're not saying yes, you're not saying no.
The funny part is, the funny part is my friends tell me I'm the least diplomatic person on earth, because whatever in my head comes out my mouth, people are like, shh, just don't talk. So I was like, okay, I'll keep quiet now because we have a problem. I'm too frank.
Okay.
So that's my issue. But generally now,
but maybe when we ask you about politics, it's there in your genes and the diplomatic answer comes out.
Probably by 11 just no. But then right now, no. It's just all about my work.
Why don't you think more women should be in politics?
I think there should be more youngsters in politics if you actually ask me. I think the whole idea is brilliant. If it was up to me, I would love to do it. But I think right now, because it's not for anything that I'm not doing politics, so nobody should be in it. It's probably because right now I am at a point where I love performing. That's where I want to be. So it's not, I think it's just a personal choice that I'm not entering politics right now. I would love to go and fight and do marathons and walk, and in fact I offered Dad, I said, do you want me to come and do some walk somewhere? He's like, no, chill right now. But the point is that I love to do things like that. But the point is right now I just want to work and I just want to act, because that's what makes me happy. And ultimately if there's no happiness, then you can't really do anything to life. So
okay, you are telling us that you want to perform, you want to finish your films, you want to do more projects, etc. But your very first film, Poda Podi, it's been in the making for so long. So very long. Aren't you sort of disenchanted with the whole thing?
I think all good things happen to those who wait. I'm just going to go with that, because it's all about timing. You don't know what these things are meant for, or you don't know what happens where. Like Poda Podi happened like a freak accident. It came through Facebook. Actually, I owe to Facebook that this movie actually came to me. It's very funny. But I think
can you elaborate a little more?
Actually, what happened was, initially there was this whole problem that if somebody asked my dad for me, he was taking a gun and running around the place. It wasn't true. But people just assumed that he was going to be really mad if somebody asked him, for an acting thing.
So it was difficult for people to approach Sarathkumar and say, okay, we want to cast your daughter. But
no, it was an assumption that people thought that he didn't want me in terms like that. But what happened was that we also have a producer from Bombay who's also involved in the film. Padam and his wife Meenu. Now Meenu doesn't know much about Tamil cinema.
Okay.
So when she was on Facebook, they initially thought about me, but they said, no, there's a problem, so I can't really, you know, approach them. So they left the whole topic aside.
Okay.
Then when Meenu found me on Facebook, she just messaged me thinking I'm a random girl because that time Varu was my Facebook name.
Okay.
So she just randomly said, we're really interested in acting in a movie.
Okay.
So I said, of course, why not? I just finished acting school. I was fresh out of school. I said, of course, why not?
Oh.
I went to Bombay. I listened to the script, and then they're like, don't tell me you're Varalakshmi Sarathkumar. And then the whole thing started again. It became back to the circle, but then everything from there on kind of took off, and it's just about timing, I think. Sometimes.
So Dad just said all right. You didn't have to convince him.
No, he just didn't say all right. Of course, he had his what do you call reservations about movies, and you know how dads can be because they're a little protective, of course. Whatever said and done, actors later, dads first. So
yes.
of course, he did have his thing, but then we sat down, we discussed. I said, "That's what I really want to do, and I'm good at it." And Anupam Kese also called him up and said, you know, that she actually is not one of those bimbit girls. She can actually act. She actually has a, you know, she's got that in her, and maybe she just let her do it.
Okay.
Then we spoke and we discussed it, and then of course he said, okay, fine, this is what you want to do. Then there are certain things you should follow, and then of course he prepped me in order to be there because there are certain things you have to be prepared for.
Okay.
You know, everything is not hunky dory in the industry, as everybody knows. So yeah, that's about
it. You know, you also said that dancing is another of your passions, and of course you brought that wonderful musical Mamma Mia. But then after that, you know, there was so much of expectation that you would follow through.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, I think Mamma Mia happened.
After that?
Sorry, after Mamma Mia, then what happened was Poda Podi happened.
Okay.
So
Poda Podi is still happening.
It's still happening, of course. But the thing is that I won't give up on my musicals. Jeffrey still continues to do the musicals. Just that I wasn't a part of it because when Joseph happened, right after Mamma Mia, I was in London. Okay. So I couldn't take part. I would love to take part, but then I couldn't kind of follow it because I was in London. Okay. Now he's working on Hairspray. So we might, so yeah, so that's happening parallelly. That's not really out of the system completely.
But are you having a role in that as well?
I was supposed to play, but then again, dates are becoming an issue, and of course, rehearsals are something which you have to go for at least 2 to 3 months because our shows are that perfect. It's not just about, you know, coming and doing a la-di-da appearance and going. It's not that. So I said that. I said, let me see if they're planning to push it to October. So if I have the time, I would love to just do it. So, yeah.
To pick on your words, la-di-da appearance.
La-di-da.
That's what a lot of. That is in fact the perfect definition of Tamil cinema heroines.
Yeah.
So what do you think you can achieve there? What kind of roles do you want to do?
It's very funny, but I was just telling this. I was telling somebody the other day that I'm actually, after Vijay Shanti, nobody took up an action heroine role.
True.
Funny enough, I know I'm saying this sounds really funny, but I love action movies,
and
I like to be like an Angelina Jolie, you know, where it's all about the action. Because I know karate, I know my martial arts, I do kickboxing, this thing. So I love all that. And I'm very boisterous by nature. Like being girly, underestimate me because of the fringe and the whole girly appearance. It's just for the movie. But otherwise, I'm completely. It's for Poda Podi. But other than I'm completely boisterous, completely. So I love fighting and I love fights and you know, I love all that. So maybe somewhere I might just bring back a little action element for a girl action hero, you know. So girl power kind of thing. So
so you're not wanting to be. It's really not a powdery puffy girl, but a powder puff
something with a little more depth to it. You know, that's what I call it. I think. I don't think I would appreciate running around the trees, honestly speaking. But
aren't you doing that with Simbu in Poda Podi?
No, there is no trees at all. There is no trees, and there is no running on the trees. So,
are there some
the character
grass
is very
fields then? Probably no trees, but a flat land.
It's only montages, and it's lovely, and it's all beautiful, and of course, dancing has to do everything with the movie. So that's why I love the movie. But having said that, no, not that I have a problem running around trees. It's just that I like to have a little more depth to it. Because see, I'm not going to take away songs from our culture because that's what makes Indian cinema. I love it. I don't think I can do it or not a day goes by that I can't listen to a Dabanguthu song, get up and start dancing. So that's me.
So which is your favorite Dabanguthu song?
As of now, my new favorite is this Telugu Ringa Ringa song. I'm completely obsessed with it. Like I keep on and on and on listening to it and losing it. But yeah, having said that, I would love to do that. Like, I love to do like a number and all that. But I like to have a little more depth to my character. That people don't just think I'm a pretty face and you know make me run around. They can actually let me act, and I can act. So that's what I think I'm rooting towards. I'm waiting for good scripts to come, something which you know works towards that favor.
So your father was an Natama, he was also an action hero. Now you want to be an action hero first, and then would you be doing village roles? We are going to get Varalakshmi to answer this in just a bit. We are going to come back. Don't go away. Stay with us.